The first video in the series was designed as an introduction to our visual framework for representing sounds in a mix. In this video we have covered, and you've learned, that we perceive sounds in a mix two ways. One, we feel the sound waves hitting our ears and our body. Second, we imagine the sounds between the speakers. This is imaging, the apparent placement of sounds between the speakers. We also learned about the limits of imaging. First, you normally don't hear sounds further left or right of the speakers themselves. Second, you don't hear sounds more than a couple of feet in front of or behind the speakers. And you don't hear sounds much higher than the speakers themselves, but we do hear sounds come through the floor. We also learned that this is a limited space between the speakers. When you have a lot of sounds in the mix, they fill up the space, causing masking. With only a few sounds in the mix, there is plenty of room and they sound clearer. Therefore, it all becomes a function of crowd control. We also learned that you can move sounds around in this three-dimensional space between the speakers with panning, volume, and EQ. Then, we discussed delays and how you can stretch the sound between the speakers, making it fatter, although it does take up more space in the mix. We discussed reverb and how it takes up a ton of space between the speakers and how it can be moved around in the mix. Then, we gave you an introduction of what is to come in future videos as we briefly discussed different structures of mixes. We discussed how the mix should fit the style of music and the details of the song. And we ended by showing how the dynamics that we can create with the technical equipment relate to the dynamics found in the music itself.